Well, because it's a bookshelf. Yeah, and there's a cat in it. This will make sense in a minute. So I wanted to tell you about the games I'm going to go and see at UKGE. One of them, you've probably figured it out from the little skit at the start, is Bookshelf from Alley Cat Games. We've got Tinder Blocks, we've got Barbecues, and we've got a load of other Alley Cat games as well, all the way up to Ada's Dream. So this one is Bookshelves and Cats, and we've got a cat and lots of bookshelves. So that's a definite one. Next is the Hachette stand. Hachette. I don't know how to say it. Last year we spent honestly about an entire morning there, and obviously, I mean, UKG is huge, so we thought we'd spending loads of time at one stand. But there were just so many awesome games there, and they were quite clever because they had a stamp system where the more games you play and demo, all of which were great, the more stamps you get, and then you can roll a big, massive, giant D20, and whatever is on the D20, you pay for the game. So I came away with quite a few games. In fact, some of them might be behind me. So we're definitely going to be there. We want to be there for Bella Vista, which looks amazing. 3D buildings, building things up, slightly like, might be like a Foundations of Rome that doesn't cost you a kidney. And Mosaic looks good as well. So you're making tiles of images that imply things. I don't know if it's going to be like code names or like Dixit, but the art is amazing. So that we're going to play that and a series of other ones there. CGE is going to be a great stand. So Drillers looks really amazing. Everything they do is quality. All of the CGE games just have that sense of depth and quality. This one's got a good amount of buzz around it, so we're definitely going to try and get a demo in. A lot of people have said they booked in demos for it, but I have no idea how to do that. I've looked everywhere. So if you know, let me know. Next is Wonderbow Games. Wonderbow. Again, don't know how to say it. That's 8 Dragons is the game that they're going to have. It looks amazing. It's got these kind of dragons that link together and go around a track. That's all I know at the moment, but that's enough for me. So we'll go and see it. The next stand's going to be 2 different stands, Paverson and Allies and Enemies. And the reason I'm mentioning 2 stands is because they're both doing a similar type of game, theme-wise. One is called Last Days of Summer, which is Allies and Enemy. I couldn't get to demo that last year. Looks amazing. Essentially, it's lots of mini games. I love me a mini game. And all of the different games are about filling your yearbook up, I think, for the end of the year before school starts again, last days of summer, etc. That looks great. And then Paverson, bigger publisher, have Class of '89, which again seems like a bit of a nostalgia kind of high school style American John Hughes theme. At least I'm guessing. They had a bit of a paper prototype last year, but hoping there'll be a bit more to see this year. So the next stand will be Osprey. We've got a load of Osprey games. Again, love the quality of their games. Seeing some lighter ones this time. So we have Flip Pick Towers, which looks amazing. When I was really young, me and my best friend at school, in primary school, used to draw these cross sections of horror castles. So we'd have the cross section of the castle with all the different rooms, and we'd put ghosts in this room, and the slide down to there, and then stairs of death, and then traps and everything. And then when I grew older, my nephews would do the same thing. Unprompted, they just like to draw cross stitch. That's the next bit. Cross section castles, and this looks like essentially you're drawing cross sections of castles. So if a board game does what I used to love doing, then put your hands together. That's going to be amazing. So we're going to go and see that, but we're also, Freudian slip before cross stitch, going to go and see Threaded. Now I cross stitch. The cat you saw at the start of the video is Rosie, who I am cross stitching at the moment. We love to cross stitch, and that is a board game about cross stitching. So it would be like a board game about wine, which I have most of those, or about swords, of which many board games have. So if it's things I'm already interested in, or other hobbies other than board games, in a board game, again, put your hands together. Cosmos. Now I look for the De Vere stand. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think De Vere is in Cosmos. stand. I think they were last year as well, because we'd love to go and see Ace of Spades. Now that they've cleaned up all the controversial bits and got the art right, I love poker, always play poker. And so it looks like a solo game where you play poker hands to defeat demons and do better and better. So again, putting poker with board games, wonderful, love it. Really enjoyed that in Western Legends as well. I think they've got Gaudi there and also Shugendo there, both of which look really great. But I couldn't find any details on UKGE or anywhere saying that they were going to be there. But a lot of pundits and influencers and content creators have said those games are going to be there. So we'll go and have a look. Questiny is the last one. So Questiny, I'd put it kind of on a bit of a, like the idea, let's go and see. And the more I've seen it, the more I love the idea of it, because it reminds me of second edition D&D. It looks like the same kind of maps, handwritten maps. It's got that kind of old school feel to it, kind of dungeon crawl questing of the 80s, 90s, that I really love the look of. So we're going to have a look at that. So that's not at all the whole list, but I don't have you for the whole afternoon. So those are the main ones we're going to have a look at. Let me know what you're going to have a look at. And if you see me there, come and say hello. And if I see you there, I will introduce myself to you as if I already know you and get a selfie. See you later.